with you in the morning. I wouldn't lie to feel more alive. I want those highs to never be lonely. Let's make this night the time of our lives. I wanna rise with you in the morning. I wouldn't lie to feel more alive. I want those highs to never be lonely. Let's make this night the time of our lives. I wanna rise with you in the morning. I wouldn't lie to feel more alive. I want those highs to never be lonely. Let's make this night the time of our lives. I wanna rise with you in the morning. I wouldn't lie to feel more alive. I want those highs to never be lonely. Let's make this night the time of our lives. I wanna rise with you in the morning. I wouldn't lie to feel more alive. I want those highs.
Yo, 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 how is everybody doing? Oh boy, music's a little loud today. Let's turn that down a little bit. Music's a tad bit loud today. How's everybody doing though? How's everybody doing? The Rico Reaper, yo, how's everybody doing today? Nico Core, yo, ZTS, hello, hello. Hey there, gaming, yo, Blackberry, yo. Low Kitty? Low Kitty, yo. Eos King, yo. Columbina, yo. K Sensei, how y'all doing? Oh boy, we got a lot of fun stuff planned today. I am so hyped. I am so hyped for what we are going to be doing today because I'm going to be reading you guys' theory today. You guys' theories today. Oh boy, there's so many. Let me give you guys a teaser real quick at what we will be doing today because because we've got quite a few here. Yeah, we've got quite a few in here. Quite a few theories here. But first, we're gonna save that for a little later on. This is probably gonna be more than a one-day thing because I don't know if I can do all this reading today. But what I want to start with is something we've never done before. I want to start off with a Q&A. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do pure fiction. I'm going to do pure fiction because I haven't done that yet. I'm going to tease you guys a little bit here. And while I do this, you guys can ask me pretty much anything and I'll just answer. It's normal Q&A stuff, right? Let me get some music in here, by the way. I just added some new songs to my playlist, but as is the tradition, I gotta start off with the Sparkle theme. We're gonna shuffle it, loop the playlist. Whoopsies. We're gonna shuffle it, loop the playlist. There we go. There we go. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. So, what do you actually think Nihilux is will be our first question. I think Nihilux is Aha. When is the next collab stream? I don't know. I'll tell you guys what. Sparksy's Bunny Mask, thank you for sending 5 more people into the Genius Society. Thank you so much. Hey. Oh boy. The next collab stream, we might, maybe, just maybe, do something with Rain Authority, I think is how her name is pronounced. I think. I don't know. Trying to get in contact. My dream collab, my next dream collab is another one with Ashikai, of course. That'd be a lot of fun. But I'm sure we're going to be planning a bunch of stuff in the future. But who I really want to talk to, Molly John. I really want to do a collab with her. The voice actress of Sela. She's so much fun. I really want to do a collab with her. That's my dream right there. That's my next dream collab that I'm after. What's your ethnicity? How old are you? Too personal. I'm not gonna answer personal stuff like that. Whoa. I said almost anything, just like Aha. I leave myself an out here. Kinda late, but I made it. Yo, Hamzi, how you doing, bro? This should be easy. This should be easy. I shouldn't have to think about this. Just elation damage. Yeah. Did you see my theory? I believe I have. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I remember if you left a theory in the Discord, I have I have it, and I'm going to read it today, most likely. Ready to face the free thinkers? He's talking about Uma Musume. Yeah, the Christmas Oguri caps are gonna cause some problems. Can you throw a wild speculation about the Path of Beauty, of what the Path of Beauty is really about? Oh boy, okay. The Path of Beauty, so far as I've seen, is about endless dedication. That's what I've seen so far. Because from what I've seen from characters like Aglaya and Argenti, is that they are endlessly dedicated to something. Like, for Aglaya, she dedicated everything she was to keeping Akima safe. And Argenti has dedicated all he has to finding Idrilla, right? So I'm pretty sure the Path of Beauty has something to do with dedication. I don't know if Xenozone Zero questions. What are your opinions on the Enchainers? I don't know yet. I wish I knew. I don't know yet. Crazy to see everyone's theory. I know. Does HSR take place at the Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2 or long after Part 2? Asking because of Vita reference. I think they take place at the same time. It's weird to think about. I think they do, though. I can't confirm anything. I just have my suspicions. I just have some sneaking suspicion that they both take place at the same time. Because Sparkle did just go over to the Honkai, did go over to Honkai Impact universe, and then Vita followed her back here. So it's weird. It's probably some mess with the Sea of Quanta. Let's be honest here, and like just universe jumping. Already? I gotta skip that already. But we'll buff fine on real quick. I think Nihilux is the oldest Emanator in the first Morning Star. Oh boy. Vita win, by the way? Oh, hopefully. Hopefully she actually releases. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh man, I really wish Vita actually did release. She would power creep everything in the game though if she did.
To the defeated, your downfall is absolute.
Opinion on Gilgamesh. He's here to troll Saber. That's all I know. He is here to be a pain in Saber's neck. That's his only purpose for being here. What if Nihilux is Zaha? I know. I know. I know. Is my music a bit loud? It feels a bit loud. Oops. Okay. You know I'm gonna E6 if she ever comes out. Yeah. Senti coming to HSR win. Ugh, I know, right? Imagine if Senti did show up. I really want... Because I know Yun Li kind of looks like Senti a little bit. And I'm waiting to see what design they're going to go with for Martial Hua, because she's clearly going to look like Fuqua in some way. We just don't know how yet. Nova, crazy theory, but I feel like Hanya and Shui might be related to Jing Liu, since they all look super similar when they were kids and had the red eyes and stuff. I don't know, though, since it might be a reach. I don't know. I really need to look up more into Hanya and Shui's lore. I really haven't looked into their lore too much for some reason. I think it's because they released at a time where I wasn't looking into the lore, so they kind of just predated me. Because I really started looking into the lore like late towards the end of Penacony. That's when I actually started like looking into the lore. So yeah. What do you think about the parallels between Astral Express and Stellaron Hunters? It's just two families. They're two families, you know? Like Welt is like Blade, Welt is Blade, no, Dan Heng is Blade. Wait, who's Welt then? Who's Welt on the Stellaron Hunters? Because Himiko is Kafka. March is like Silverwolf, I guess. Who is Firefly? Is Firefly us? No, because we were on them. No, because we were on both teams. Huh. If Blade is Dan Heng and Himiko is Kafka, March would be Silverwolf? I don't know. Welts is the Trailblazer? Okay. Okay. I can agree with that. Ew, there are 3 nodes here? Ugh. Ew, they changed it. Herda? Can Herda help me here? Herda, Firefly, Elation team? Herda. Oh boy, you need a lot of teams for this. Oopsies. Right? Is this better or is this better? Increase ultimate and follow-up attack damage. Herda's not using follow-up attacks as far as I know. There's nothing for break. Come on, man. So they're using follow-up? So like, I guess this wants me to use like, what's his name? Ashvale, I guess? Ew, I don't have him though. You can get out of it if you want to. No! I can do this. No need to hesitate. My account is strong. I think. The Fate Guy, thank you for rejoining the Genius Society. 5 months, wow, that's right. You've been a Genius Society member for a long time. Good luck on Starward mode. Good luck and have fun with theories. Oh, I will. I'm excited. I'm excited. The faster I clear this, the faster I can go read the theories. Do you think Assad will become an ally? If so, why? I think he will become... Okay, so if you were there for the collab stream with Ashikai, I think... I'll be posting a clip for that soon. I think he'll be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. I think that was one of our best theories that we came up with, or that she came up with, because it would just be so funny. And the whole thing with us going to Astropolis soon too, like, I don't know. I think it'd be so fun. I think it'd be so much fun. I won't dare to try endgame modes for a long time. Yeah, dude, you've been away from the game for a while. Wasn't Blade in the story glazed by Yaoshi? You mean gazed at by Yaoshi? I don't know. Yaoshi did show up for a split second. I don't know if that was meant to symbolize Blade's hatred for Yaoshi or Yaoshi gazing on him. I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know. What sort of new path do you think might arise next? Oh man, I've been trying to think of that. Like, will there be a new Aeon that ascends after Nanook? Will Hoyo do that? I don't know. Will they do that? Could they do that? Like, what kind of concept could that Aeon even be after? Someone probably made a theory about this already. I don't know though. Oh, because we have paths like so we have a path of equilibrium. We have a path of disorder. We have that's destruction, I guess. We have a path of elation. We have a path of nihility. We have a path of preservation. We have a path of hunt. We have a path of abundance. We have a path of nihility. What concept doesn't have a counter yet? The path of stillness to counter the Trailblaze? I don't know. The path that doesn't move? A path that just doesn't move. This is confusing, but do you think there will be an Aeon of Justice? I think that is supposed to be... Hunt. I think Hunt is more of like a justice type of thing. A path of hope, maybe? Oh, that'd be interesting. That's also kind of the Trailblaze, though, isn't it? The Ruan Mei Aeon, that's true. The Ruan Mei Aeon could just ascend. Path of regression. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I ping you on Honkai Impact so that you know what is the Honkai Impact their timeline. Okay. Ho-Oh is justice. Is equilibrium justice? Is equilibrium justice? I don't know. Maybe. In a way. Like a sort of cosmic justice, right? Not a moral justice, more like a cosmic justice. Regression is Dr. Primitive? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, but do you know that propagation is probably going to be a playable path due to the swarm disaster? Whoa, chat moving fast. Disaster dice are rev slowly being added. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Will path of propagation... I mean, that could be a Firefly XP, no? Or a Firefly... Dahlia, did you miss? But, that could be a Firefly thing, no? That could be a new Firefly battlesuit. I love you, Nova. I love you too, Genius 404. Nova, do you scroll through chat? I'm staring at chat right now. I have the game on auto, and I'm Path of LARP. That's for Twitter. That's for Twitter and Reddit. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I saw this LARPer online talking about how Remiel from Zenless Zone Zero isn't Elysia because she looks nothing like Elysia. She doesn't have the same face. I was like, hello? Are we looking at the same person here? Like, like what? What are we talking about? Nova, if given the chance to be yourself, a playable character in HSR, what path would you be canonically? Not what you would like to be, like erudition or annihilation. We want Firefly to become a Lord Ravager, remember? Yes, we do. We do, because that way she gets cured and we get a good guy Lord Ravager, and that's what we want. If I could be a... You mean like make up my own path? The path of persistence. Something that just doesn't stop. The unstoppable force. Something that no matter how many times it fails, it keeps getting up and trying again. I don't know what that would really entail, but hey. If I were to make a path, that's what it would be. The path of persistence. Hot take, Remiel is Vita? I think you're just... Hamzi, I think you just want Vita. I think you just want Vita. I think you just want Vita. Nova, I have two theories. Whoa. Nova, I have two theories. Aha is multiple people, with each being a mask, including Nihilux. And the first being fully being an emanator of... What? And the first fully being an emanator of preservation. Whoa. I don't know what you mean by first fully, but there are a lot of people that agree with Aha being multiple people. Path of Paths, that's Trailblaze. Hamzi is a Vitaholic, confirmed he is. They're onto you, Hamzi, they're onto you. If that's the case, what would be your Aeon name? Ugh. What could be my Aeon name? Am I not gonna clear this? Oh no. I could have sworn this team was good. I don't know. I'd have to think harder on that. I'd have to think harder on that, sorry. Who do you have winning a fight between Assad Pramod and Xandar? I think I'd take Xandar. I'd take Prime First Genius, you already know. If I was a path, I'd probably be... If I were to have an in-game path, it would be Hunt. It would be Hunt. And it would be hilarious. It would have to be Hunt. Path of Determination because Deltarune today. Oh, that's true. That's true. Determination. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's true. The path of main character. Why'd you skip the Galaxy Rangers in the Lawn and Andrilla video? Did I skip them? I don't remember. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. I mean, there is another video that I want to make, a part 2 to the Lord Ravagers video that I made, that actually goes into like what path the Galaxy Rangers would join if Lon were to die. So I do want to talk about the Galaxy Rangers more, if that answers your question. Because the Galaxy Rangers are pretty random. Like, there's a lot going on with them. It's a little... Adam, thank you so much for sending 5 more people into the Genius Society. Thank you so much. Are my notifications going off? They should be. Oh, they are. They are. Good, good, good. I can't hear them. Hey there, Genshin. Thank you so much for rejoining the Genius Society. 2 months. Let's get it. I think you didn't notice. Uh-oh. What did I not notice? What did I not notice? Uh-oh. Whoa, Anadog 2005 with the 10.
This is worth learning.
Hunt is not justice. Justice often seeks fairness, order, and rehabilitation through objective rules. Revenge is usually highly personal, emotional reaction driven by anger and a desire to inflict harm.
You're cooking. You're cooking. That's true. I cannot contest that. That's why I say it's vigilante justice. Like last video, I called it vigilante justice, which makes Hunt just that much closer to destruction. You know, like Hunt is so close to destruction. Like there really isn't a path of justice. I mean, I see the point for saying that equilibrium is a path of justice. I see that. I see that. That's why I said usually. Yeah. Can't wait to see the second Lord Ravager video. That's probably next week. I'll probably do that next week. I don't know what video I'm gonna make for Friday yet. To be honest, I don't know. Haven't decided on it. I've got a couple things I'm thinking about, but I haven't decided on anything yet. Nova, what would be your bounty for the IPC? Higher than Silverwolf's. They would hate me. They would absolutely hate me. Holy damage. Yeah, this team is the best Elation team in the game. Everyone has their light cone aside from Quoquo. This team is absolutely stacked. It's gonna carry. I hope I can get 3 stars off of this, or potentially 4. That'd be really cool. Nova, my goat! Ratty, my goat! What would Nova be doing to get that high? All I need to get hype is to look at chat and to actually see that there are people typing in my chat. That's all that I need. That and water. That and water. That is all that I need. Any chance for a Divergent universe run at all?
Firefly from the Discord.
I mean, all I do is I click random buttons and I let Silverwolf eat everything. Oh, sorry. Deontay? Swainier? Ah, I hope I pronounced your name right. Yo, it's Firefly from the Discord. Wanted to say sup. How do you feel about Akavili being Asat Pramad's mentor? I think Akavili is wild as an Aeon. I think Akavili was an inspiration for Asat Pramad when he was icy, and it's the fall of Akavili that made Asat Pramad tumble into destruction. That's just my opinion. Because there's so much that happened to IC mentally when he saw the manifestation of what would point him to the answers he was seeking in life straight up die right in front of him, you know? Like, 'cause he put all of his hopes into Akavili knowing the answer to his question, and when Akavili died, he was like, oh, well, I guess all is lost then, you know? That's what I feel like started him tumbling into destruction. Because then he went to the Omen Vanguards, and he started that up, and then everything just kind of went to crap. It just kind of It's sad. It's really sad. Hey Nova, how are you? I'm doing great, Elation the Aha. I love this song. True World's End, yeah. But Akavili is not dead. I don't know. I mean, the universe thinks Akavili's dead. I'm not convinced that Akavili's dead. I'm not convinced that Adrilla's dead. I'm not convinced that Long is dead. There's a lot of Aeons that I feel like are just missing. Like, I'm convinced that Long is an Aeon that simply disappeared because they entered, like, you know how Vidyadhara kind of like returned to eggs? They don't actually die. I think Long just did that and then disappeared. Oh, wait. Nuke him, Silverwolf! I wanted way more damage than that. Are we gonna be able to kill here? Can we kill here? Please? It'd be a lot of fun if it doesn't just end on 6%. Ah, there's the damage. Heck yeah. Is Adrilla the third face of Sheepe? I don't think so, personally. Oh, I didn't get the last star. Oh well. It's this first team that's weak. The first team. Is there anything that I get that I... Oh! Can I beat this? Can I beat this is the question. Can I do better than this? Increases ultimate and follow-up attack damage. We don't have follow-up attacks on this team though. Ah, Herdo, how have you fallen so far? How has this happened, my Herda? I could use Finon. Can I use the Finon team here? I'm gonna try Finon. Let's try the Finon team. Drop Herda for RMC and just make it an Anaxa team. Anaxa doesn't have his light cone. That's the problem. I would run DPS Anaxa, but... Oh, by the way, I hope everyone... I'm not doing viewer polls for this section of reruns. Sorry, I forgot to just put up the application and do the announcements and everything. Kind of busy lately. But I hope everyone wins their 50-50s. You have my blessing. So I hope that'll be sufficient for this time. Is that come a live instrumental? Yes. This playlist is straight fire. It'll go from 0 to 100 and then go right back to 0. Do you guys know if it's better to buff Saridra or the Trailblazer? I'm gonna buff the Trailblazer this time. I don't know which one's better. I kind of just press whichever one. And it just kind of works. I'm gonna buff Fine on here. We're gonna blow these two ults and we're gonna ult. The music makes this so much more epic. Mind if you share your playlist? I'll share it after stream, actually. Why not? It's just a bunch of like non-copyright Hoyo songs. That's all it is. And the best songs I can find. And I keep adding to it every time some new stuff is added.
What do you think Adrilla looks like?
What do you think Adrilla looks like? It's probably a bunch of mirrors, I'm not gonna lie. A bunch of mirrors, a bunch of probably like flowers. Just general beauty aesthetic things, if I were to guess. Because it says that Idrilla is made up of a, like they're trying, the mirror holders, I believe, are trying to resummon Idrilla by accumulating a bunch of relics. So that's the only guess that I have. Mirrors? Yeah. I know mirrors is a remembrance thing, but I don't know. That's all I can really think of. When are we going to watch Kamen Rider, Nova? When are you going to watch Kamen Rider? When are you going to watch Kamen Rider? I know! I know! I know! I have it literally pinned to the top of my notes. It's pinned to the top of my notes. Watch Kamen Rider. Like, I have exactly where I'm going to start. I know I'm going to... It's going to happen. But for some reason, I always procrastinate. I don't know why I do that. Stop me from doing that, chat. Stop me from doing that. I know. I thought you said mares for them from a moment? Oh, no. Mirrors. Mirrors. you've got Daiwa Scarlet on the brain, bro. The other one has a large flower with a crystallized shape. That makes a lot of sense too. Not gonna lie, that makes a lot of sense too. Alright, fine. Can we do it? Can we make this happen? That just wasted my entire... Whatever. Come on, Finon. Do the thing, Finon. Do the thing. You hate Xandar, don't you? I don't think I have the damage. I might have to manual this for a better score, actually. Because I don't think he's doing it right. Ah, we're getting close. I don't want to make the whole stream this. It's just I wanna get this. I'm only 3,000 points away. If I had one more turn, man. Restart. One more time, chat. I'm sorry. One more time. And then we're gonna do theories. One more time. I promise, one more time. I'm gonna manual it this time. Stream equals purely fictional. I did it wrong. Dang it.
That looks like a tough
Well, I guess it's tilting me. Hey Nova, did you see my theory? If it's in the Discord, I have, and I will read it today. Hopefully. There's a lot of them. There's almost 50 theories that I have to get through. That's why I need to start soon. Come on. The downfall is absolute. Here, and then auto, and ult. Skill again. Last time I ulted the Trailblazer, this time I'm gonna ult Saridra. Pretty sure Saridra's better. Today, TM. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to it. If I didn't get so close and the game didn't troll me. Okay. Alright, alright. We cleared out those two. Go here. Hit him. I think here is where I want to use. Yeah. Because, yeah. Okay. As I said before, I'm sorry for being unable to produce a good theory. All the theories I have on my mind are all cracked and are all reaching for the stars in the worst way possible. I mean, isn't that what I do? Isn't that what I do? Like, all we can really do is theorize. I mean, I present my theories as, like, facts just for the entertainment value. I don't actually know. Like... Some people say, oh, Nova's so arrogant about his theories. No. I just reach, and if I'm right, I can say, haha, I always knew. But did I know? No. Little reach behind the curtain there. No, it's worse. Is it? Eh, we'll see. We'll see. If we can kill these enemies. Hail the new dawn. All stars burn to ash. And we can ult again. I don't know if we're making good pace or not. Probably on the exact same pace. Yeah, we're probably on the exact same pace. That sucks, man. It's gonna nuke them real quick. Yeah. And then it's not gonna refund my turn, is it? No, it's not. Dang it. I think this is gonna be better than the last run, but I don't know. I think I have to counter them, right? Yeah, that's the only way I can get another meteor off. If I had one more turn, man. One more turn. No. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I'll try again another time. I'll beat it at some point. But anyway, we have stuff to do. Got stuff to get into. So, without further ado, rhyming all over the place, we have the wheel. There we go. That's lagging because there are so many names on this. It's even lagging for me. The site can't handle how many names we have here. You guys seeing this? Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Who is first? Whose theory will it be first? Some people had multiple theories. Befuzzled will have me read their theory first. Okay. So let me hop on over to Discord real quick. Befuzzled, where is your theory? Let me look. There you are. Oh, it's a short one. Okay. Let me swap my scenes back to HSI. At least put Silverwolf in a decent spot, because I don't really know what to put on the screen. But just in case there's any Enigmata activities. Wait. Oh. Wait. There we go. We have this just in case. Just in case any Enigmata activities happen. Okay. It is titled My Theory.
This is worth learning.
My wildest theory is Kafka is a Kivali. Half meme.
Kafka is Akavili. Whoa. Whoa. Write a whole explanation of why, and let me read it in Discord. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. It is titled My Theory. Himiko never died. She became Pokekakamon. The jump scare herself. There's no explanation. There's no explanation. It's just Himiko became Pokekakamon. I mean, I have heard this one before. I'm not gonna lie. I have heard this one before. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Himiko is Pokekakamon. I have seen like whole Reddit threads about that before, I'm not gonna lie. Pokekakamon is so much older, it doesn't really make sense. That's true, Pokekakamon has been around. She's the 4th genius, so like, she's been around back in the Xandar days before he even turned himself into the memory fragment experiment. It would be weird. It would be really weird. It'd be really weird. But since there is no explanation, I have no choice but to roll again. Thank you for your theory, Befuzzled. I didn't remove the name. There you are. Remove the name. Now spin again! Elation Cat's redemption arc. Andrilla is Noose theory. I already put him in parentheses just in case someone submitted 2 theories. So it's specifically this one. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let me see here. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. There are a bunch in here. Elation Cat's redemption arc. I know it's in here. I know it's in here. I've seen it. Here it is. Here it is. Idrilla is Noose. Not really, but hear me out. Go back over to Silverwolf. So what do we have here? Most of this is jokes. The real theorizing and some things are down there. Please don't lose interest. There are some important stuff still. Okay. Nova. Nova didn't make a video explaining why the what is this? Meows cutely is Argenti on the in-game path of erudition. So maybe he couldn't. It's not like he was lazy or forgot, didn't know what to do, had zero interest, or already made a vid. I forgot because Dahlia slapped me. And now I have a theory. Look, Madame Herda is a peerless gent. Nope, no. We're not doing this now. It's about the night of my dream. I mean, the night of beauty, Argenti. Back to relevant evidence. Madame Herda could have been an emanator of beauty if it wasn't for this stupid junk of metal. Ligus, or wait. Oh, wait, that's the wrong robot. Flips paper imaginatively. If it wasn't for everyone's favorite robo-head, droid head, aka Noose. Of course, this could also indicate that Andrilla wasn't missing at Herda's pre-de-aging time. But that's a theory for another day. Himiko, Mother, a beautiful lady like her, is on the in-game path of erudition. That's a joke, of course. In lore, Screwy, and Ron May should have been emanators of beauty. Okay, really, I need to stop joking here. Get to the point! Get to the point! You're RPing and I'm trying to play this out. Let's see where we're going here. Let's see where we're going here. This is a journey. It's messing me up to listen to a song with lyrics. It's messing me up. Okay. Screwy and Ron May should have been emanators of beauty. Okay, really. I need to stop joking here. Yes, please. Even though they're so beautiful, I can't. Heart emoji, fire emoji, heart emoji, fire emoji, heart emoji, fire emoji. Besides the point, I have heard a theory from Permanence Aeon ago, from God knows who, really I forgot, Andrilla may be Sheepei's third face. But what if this isn't the case? In case if you're asking, no, I'm not high nor drunk, as far as I can remember, just some funny theories. But still, our Argenti part is real. What's important down, don't forget, please. Also, here's a cat dancing gif. Thank you. Also, I think that's Aglaya and Cersei's and Nestia. Need I say more? Okay. The Beauty Titan was in love with the Reason Titan. Okay, we're starting to cook here. We're starting to cook. We just went off topic again. Okay. This was 2 days later. If Nova was an Aeon, he'd be an Aeon of lore. One of the factors will be crack theorists. They live in a skyscraper above them. This isn't even your theory anymore. What was the theory? Is reading this is a fever dream. It is a fever dream. Good lord. I don't know what's going on here, but okay. To give you guys a reason why I think that Argenti is erudition, to answer this question, I think Argenti is erudition because the thing about Noose, it's about Argenti always being everywhere all the time. And that's also an aspect of Noose, you know, because Noose has their geniuses all over the cosmos, always looking into everything in their stead. And Argenti kind of does the same thing generally, because he always shows up where he shouldn't be. Like, he's been in every single planet so far. That's the only reason I can see for Argenti, but I need more because Argenti is just... he needs more lore. He really needs more lore. You're onto something with this. Nestia was originally a creation of Circes before becoming a god themselves, and since Inforius is a microcosm of the cosmos, is this a hint towards Andrilla's identity? Yes, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. We're cooking with the Nestia Circes thing. We're cooking with that. We're cooking with that. There is no enigmata there, though it was worded in one of the more confusing ways I've ever seen it. I've ever seen things worded. So with that said, let's spin again. Uh-huh. Who's next? Haven't seen Argentia around Inforius, though. Not yet. Not yet. Ashy. Ashy. Ah, I remember seeing your name around here somewhere. Oh wait, I want to put my own little reaction on this just to make sure that I don't read this a second time by complete accident. Ashy, yes. Oh boy, we got a block text here. Y'all ready? We got a block text. Okay. So, okay, it's Asat's plan. So, what if Aha was already dead all along? Since Ouroboros was dead all along, I kind of thought Asat is joking around. Maybe he's pretending to be Aha, maybe to get across the Astral Express. Also, the whole remnants of veracity that are apart probably almost everywhere. The question is, why are they even there in the first place? Well, so far as we know, let me mark my place here. So far as we know, Aha created Plain Arcadia around Ouroboros' remains. I don't think Ouroboros showed up on Plain Arcadia. I think Aha just created Plain Arcadia on top of Ouroboros, as far as I know. Was it after Ouroboros died, or probably before the swarm and everything? My thought is what happened on Von Whack. With the Galaxy Rangers, I mean. Ashvale said back on Von Whack he wasn't a ranger anymore. Yes, because his hunt ended. But I have my doubts here, or I have my doubts there, since Ashvale had to kill mostly of his own rangers. Oh. And also, now that Asat and Ashvale are meeting at the tavern again, I have a feeling he found out about Asat being icy. Are they gonna talk? You're all over the place! You're all over the place! You're all over the place! What does this have to do with Aha being dead all along? Fight, perhaps. Zulo and Von Wacklore always... Also, let's... Wait, whoa. Fight, perhaps. Zulo and Von Wacklore also, let's be clear. Asat knew about Evernight, probably, and he knew Ron May was also... Okay. Asat knew about Evernight, probably, and he knew Ron May was also there, so why not taking one of them both first? Huh? He said to Ashvale, not many people make me change my plans. Whatever, in the past or present, you've always been one of them. He did say something like that. He did. Maybe I should just show you guys the Discord chat. There's nothing. There's nothing private in here anyway. It's not allowing me. That's weird. Oh, because it's not showing. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at right now. Oh, dang it. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna move. Let's move Xinyan over here. Let's flip her around. Flip horizontal. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. I'm struggling to read a little bit here. To treat problem to Asat for his whole plan. If you saw the letter in Ashvale's office, if you didn't, you should definitely read it. It gives important lore. Maybe that Ravager in the Anti-Destruction Alliance trailer behind Rappa and Boot Hill could be Loretta. That'd be a cool name. I guess, not sure, but it could be that she is a ranger. I think so. Maybe. I mean, why would the Galaxy Rangers be showing there? Or be on showing there? Or else, it wouldn't make sense on Ashvale's voice line about Boot Hill. He said Boot Hill was already in Plain Arcadia. So he looked for him, and I'm 100% sure that Boot Hill knows. I think Boot Hill has an idea that he's La Mancha, but he's not sure. Also, about the whole IC on route, Asat stuff, is really interesting. Perhaps IC was all along Asat from Mod, and I think Ashvale's downfall really hurt him. Akavili's downfall. Akavili's downfall really hurt him. But I think, but I am thinking that maybe Asat sees Akavili in us, because in the Alliance trailer, if you saw the subtitles in it, it said Akavili Trailblazer. There are many hints about Akavili Trailblazer. There are a lot of hints about Akavili Trailblazer, but he wasn't interested in us. He was interested in Himiko. When he was referring to a real, genuine Nameless, he wasn't even referring to us. He was referring to Himiko. Oh boy. Oh. That was hard to read. That was very difficult to read. So, going back to the main point here, I'm trying to figure out, what was the main point? I don't see what this has to do with Aha already being dead. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. My brain's kind of melting into mush. I'm sorry. I don't know what to think about that. It was all over the place. I don't know really where to settle on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you, Ashy, for submitting a theory. Let's remove your name. Let's spin again. We've got many more to get through here. "42 BSPG. I remember that name. I obviously do because I looked at all of them before. There you are. Okay, so let's swap scenes back to here. Okay. Klapot seeks. Wait, Akavili. Okay, so Akavili created Nanook in response to Klapot forging Sheepe. Oh boy, this is something. This is something. Okay, this is a bold claim here. Klapoth seeks to preserve the universe, while Akavili seeks to go beyond. During the Swarm, we know Anna recruited Klapoth. Yes. In exchange, she fights Ouroboros. Well, Anna tricked Aha. Anna plus Aha equals Bang Boo? Huh? Okay. Anna is a manipulator. There is no... I don't think Anna fought Ouroboros. I don't remember reading that, guys. Is that an Enigmata? Is that an Enigmata moment? Is this our first Enigmata moment? I think it might be. I think it might be. Oh, whoops. Where'd it go? Now, stop disappearing. It's supposed to loop. There we go. Bit of an Enigmata moment here. Bit of an Enigmata moment. Anna tricked Aha. Anna Aha equals Bang Boo. I don't know what that's about, but let's keep going. Let's let him cook. Let's let him cook. Anna is a manipulator. She has a big eye, puppeteering a body. Yes. And the guy at the Triclops of Sigonia has trickery as one of her 3 domains. Okay, this was one of my oldest theories. This is one of my oldest theories about the guy at the Triclops being Anna the Order. I really think because Aventurine's eyes Aventurine has the same eye as Anna. En route made Ouroboros burn their mouth with a star supports this. Or supports what? Wait, are we saying that Anna and Aha are the same? Anna probably got anti-Leviathan weapon from Klapoth. Whoa, okay. Anti-Leviathan weapon? So, we're going, okay. And that's how En route disables them, so Aha can steal taste. Wasn't the taste stealing thing before En route though? The taste stealing thing was before En route, as far as I know. I could be wrong but if I'm getting my chronology right here. Now Ouroboros has no motivation. That's true. Well, besides hunger. So they shed their skin identity and sink into nihility. And nihility either empowered by eating an Aeon or being ripped from Aha and becoming a path. Only Aha saw the void. Only Aha saw the void. It was part of Aha, which was lost when they gained discernment. Elation's PM was nihility, now taste. Oh. I think I understand this. So you're telling me... Okay. Let me work through this in my brain. Aha. So instead of Aha coming from nihility, nihility came from Aha. Well, that would mean Aha would need to predate nihility and stare at the void within themselves. And then ascend into an Aeon, and at that point they would split. And nihility would become an Aeon, and Aha would become an Aeon. Wait, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. When Aha ascended, IX ascended at the same time. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And Ouroboros, having no reason, having no joy from eating, fell into nihility because it didn't have taste anymore. Okay. Let's continue. Elation has been dead for a long time. It's why Aha tells fools and the tavern to fight the swarm disaster. Huh? And why they thought Aha was joking. Because why is it any of Elation's business? It wasn't, not until Aha stole taste from Ouroboros and lost nihility. Something matters to Aha now. Okay. I think I'm understanding this. So instead of Aha being something like a nothing matters type of Aeon, something in fact does matter to Aha now. Kinda. Being in the theft of taste, en route was the first fool to care. Okay. Enna's foe, Aha, nihilistic chaos, is crippled and changed. The same is true for Klapoth. At the cost of empowering nihility. So Klapoth uses Enna and Tazironth Idrilla to make Sheepe. Harmony is a counter to nihility. One of the possible endings from the Omen Vanguard's 4 apocalypses. Ideal ending for preservation, it's still bad for Akavili. So they come up with a plan. Akavili creates 3 new Aeons by unmaking one. A journey ends. In a trip, you make memories, and if you crash to collect insurance. Huh? Okay, I got lost. Fully cannot be fourth. I guess it's the 4th path of finality, I guess. Foolithus? As is Fully and Mythos? Is after Nanook not instead of the 4A are exclusive? What? Nihility wipes out everything, not even memories are left. Okay, destruction being singled out as an apocalypse different from nihility implies something remains. Okay. Nanook Fully Mythos triggers to stop IX and Sheepe if Durablaze falls. I feel like there's a lot more to this that you're not telling me. I feel like there is a lot more to this that you're just not telling me. Like, you're making a lot of jumps. Nova, can you add me back to the wheel? Okay. I feel like there's a lot more to this that you're not telling me. Because we're making some jumps here. So Klapoth uses... So we're saying Aeons create other Aeons now? Why do you think that? Why? Like, I need to know why. Like some of these things need like a bit, like need some backup, you know? Like, Klapoth uses Enna and Tazironth and Idrilla to make Sheepe. How would Klapoth have the ability to do that? Like, what proof do we have that Klapoth can just make Aeon? That's a huge jump, you know? Like, that is a huge jump. Whose theory is this? This is 42 BSPG. I think I said your... No, I got it right. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. Enough food. Starts a new cycle to avoid oblivion of IX. False nirvana allowing Aku. Stop it with the It says Sheepe and Klapoth allowing Aki and Terminus to try again. News is happy either way, whether they get more stuff to analyze or finally analyze everything. I need more explanation behind some of these things. it's definitely something to think about, but like there are some fundamental things that you're like not telling me. Let's go back to the wheel. I'm being told that my music's a little bit loud. That should be good. The Fuzzled said to add back in. Let's spin again. Let's spin again. That was interesting. That was interesting. I need for you guys to like explain things out more though. Like you guys are kind of just spitting your ideas at me with like not leaving me much to work with here. Moon is next. But I'm gonna need a split second so you guys can stare at Silver for a little bit. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm sorry. That goes so bad. I forgot to swap scenes to Silverwolf. Whatever. Moon. Okay. So. Moon is next. Moon is next. Moon is next. Who are you next to? You were next to. Oh, I scrolled past. Oh, someone pinged me it already. Cool, 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 cool. It's not on the side anymore, though. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Now I have to find it this way. Well, it's good because I know what color your name is in now. Where is it? Oh my gosh, why can't I find it? There it is, at the top. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Aha's downfall and Enna's past goal. Another Enna-Aha theory. Interesting. Hi everyone, I have two theories in mind and I want to share it with you and Nova. They touched on two subjects. On aside from mod potential plan to kill Aha, and what was Enna real idea of order? Excuse me, sorry. First theory. For this 4.3 patch, the game told us new ways to kill an Aeon was to make them deviate from its own path. Yes, this information could not be throwaway without any meaning. Some already think that Assad's plan is to deviate Aha towards veracity or destruction. But I rather think that he wants to turn Aha towards nihility. I can see that as well. As elation contains both joy and sorrow, Aha could be turned toward the sorrow of elation to the point of changing to nihility. Kind of like the Doctor of Chaos trying to find a way to prove to IX that life and existence bear meaning. Okay. Is that their goal? I think that is their goal. They are. I think the Doctors of Chaos and the Self-Annihilators are both fighting Aha. I think so. Asat could try to show with the Pantasmoon games to Aha that games and prank don't bring joy to life. The theory could be supported by the origin of Aha's ascension. Asat could had made an alliance with the morning actors to obtain informations and other things on the sad side of elation for his goal. So okay. Hold on. I'm thinking. I'm processing. Hold on. So, what Assad Pramad's trying to do, you're telling me, is make Aha deviate from their path in a similar way as the Nihility factions try to take out IX, basically. Second theory. This theory came from a thought I had during the Penacony quest. Oh god, Penacony. We know that we know that when Sunday trapped everyone in the dreamscape and tried to revive Anna, he was in the real timeline, by Robin's own words, becoming an Aeon that could be called the Aeon of domination. We could guys, stop putting Hertapog on things. Stop putting Hertapog on things. That's my little mark that I'm trying to use for if I've read a theory or not. Wait, by Robin's own word, becoming Aeon dominance or domination. We could thought that Anna's view of order could be a perfectly controlled universe, but it doesn't seem like it. If it was, they would be the Aeon of Dominance, not Sunday. Okay. But during the quest, the dream that Sunday trapped everyone in was called Anna's Dream, yes. But this name make it look like a dream of Anna where all is happy and perfect for everyone, so much so that they don't want to get out of it, yes, or go out of it, yes. What if this is really, in fact, the manifestation of what Anna wanted, meaning that their view of the order could be more safety and happiness than complete control. It can be reinforced by their ascension after the Dusk Wars, making them wish for a stable, peaceful, safe universe. I agree with this. I do believe that Anna's whole reason for ascending was to protect everyone from the Dusk Wars, because if you think about it, every Aeon that ascended during the Dusk Wars, be it Klepoth, Anna, what are the other ones? Equilibrium, Ho-Oh. All of the ones that ascended except for the Veracity, obviously, to have something to do with protecting, preserving the universe, right? Like balancing out whatever chaos happened during the Dusk Wars. Like the Dusk Wars must have been terrible if every path is seeking to like combat chaos. So I do think that Anna's view of the cosmos or Anna's view of the order is more safety, but it's smothering type of safety, which is why all of Anna's worlds Sunday was more domination, I think so. I mean, I can agree with that too. Sunday was more dominance because he was the one controlling everything. And I guess Anna does too, but like, it was less so for safety, but more so for like himself, in my opinion. Because Sunday was more selfish about it. Not that I really know what Anna was doing it for anyway, but there's something else I wanted to say though. There's something else I wanted to say. Anna's dream. Right. I keep wanting to bring this up in a video, but I can't figure out where to bring it up. For some reason, Hoyo really likes to copy Naruto. I wanted to make a video out of this. For some reason, I keep making notes of this. If you think about it, the three girls from Honkai Impact 3rd, Kiana, Bronya, and Mei, that's literally just Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Sasuke is Mei. Kiana's Naruto. And Bronya is Sakura. And in the end, they have to combat Kevin, who is Madara, who is trying to infinite Tsukiyomi the world. And Kevin was trying to do the exact same thing. Trap everyone in a sink. Trap everyone in a dream. And then we have Sunday also doing infinite Tsukiyomi. So it's crazy. It's really crazy. I can make a whole video about comparing Naruto to Honkai Impact 3rd. I don't think anyone would watch it though. That's why I haven't made the video yet. I don't think anyone would watch it. Kevin is Madara. He is. The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Kevin is literally just Madara. Even if you look at like the whole reason for Kevin and Madara doing what they did, it's the same. Because they do it for benevolent reasons. They're just going about it the wrong way. But back onto the theory here, because we've got a little bit more here. I also thought that the first theory, because Asat got a pretty dark sense of humor, like the morning actors. The morning actors don't have a dark sense of humor. They don't have a sense of humor. They don't believe in fun. And Aha's ascension and the path is tied to nihility. I mean, that's speculation. I don't know that for sure. It just seems like it is the other side of nihility. With the only change being that if life is meaningless, just play and do what you want to the end. Yes. For Anna, she also has planets under their path that falled, but with her, but they were described as great to live but not control in a tyrannic sense. Besides her actions were more protective than forceful, or were more protective than forceful, like helping Tazzy being sealed or her getting along with the Trailblaze. Also, Anna's dream, which was Order's path powers, was meant to make the dream of people not use them but bring happiness to everyone while none suffered for real. Huh. Hope you like this. I just fear I made lots of mistakes in my main message. English is not my primary language. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I tried to figure out. I think I got what you meant for the most part. If English isn't your primary language, I think this is written great. My fear is that if English is your first language and you write like this. But if this is your second language, hey, you do better than what I could do in Chinese. Let's go back to the wheel. Oh, I didn't. That was Moon. Thank you once again for submitting your theory. Lots of interesting stuff in there. Lots of interesting stuff there. So let's spin again. CKGG's theory, Elation's ultimate power. Okay, Elation's ultimate power. CKGG, CKGG, CKGG. There you are. Elation's ultimate power. Oh, you're new to the server. You're new to the server. Welcome. Got a good one for me, hopefully. What if the Elation's ultimate power is from dark humor and not just any humor? I think it is. I think we're already on the same accord here. There's a good start here. The reason I believe this is because of the three main reasons, those being Aha's origin, Sparkle trailer, and Marcus Antali. Aha's origin story is self-explanatory, baby falling over, and it isn't exactly pure innocent humor. Yes. Sparkle's trailer, it's like Schadenfreude, right? I believe that's how that's pronounced. Sparkle's trailer is her playing Russian roulette with herself, and while it could be just another way to symbolize enjoying life as it happens with Elation, there is always two sides of the same coin. I agree. And the Herald of Death literally uses people's fear of him to gain strength and almost won the games. It took all of Himiko's wish power to stop him, and the other 6 supplicants' help. It's more like sacrifices. Hence, a clear power difference between the two sources. This is just a crackpot theory that will probably go nowhere, but I find it interesting. And if I'm wrong or any parts, please correct me. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. Elation is gloom and also glee. Because that's why when you look at Aha's, like the image of like Aha, there are happy masks and there are also frowny masks in there. Yeah, I think you're just right. I think you're just right. I don't even think there's a crackpot theory. I think Aha does have a dark sense of humor. Because think about it, right? Even Aha's feats prove this. When the guy won the Phantom Moon Games and was like, oh, I'm gonna kill the Aeon of Elation with my power, ha 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 ha. And Aha's like, well, aren't you Aha right now? Ha ha, Uno reverse, you know, and then the guy just killed himself. So I was like, yeah, you know, Aha's not pure joy. Aha is every type of comedy, and a lot of comedy's dark. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's interesting. That is interesting. More like sacrifices. Nova went unhinged. I love that. But yeah, I think we cooked here. I think there was definitely some cooking happening here. I like this. Let's remove that and let's go back to the wheel. Thank you, CKGG. Moving right along. Frey the Aeon of... Oh, let's see. Frey the Aeon of Fries. Let me see if I can find you in here somewhere. Oh, there you are. I think when you guys type in it, it pushes it to the top and makes it easier for me to find it. Thank you, chat. Thank you. So let's get started here. What are we titled here? Finality and the Trailblaze have the same Aeon. Okay, so we're saying Akavili is Terminus. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so this is also kind of a crack theory, but this is one I have had for a while, since 3.7. Okay, so since the end of Amphorius. Basically, we've seen how every Aeon with their path has a different faction, or factions, and how paths line up can be super similar, but at the same time be different somehow, like Trailblaze and Finality. If you look at their core, are they really not that different? Finality's goal is to save the universe from reaching its end, while the Trailblaze is to venture to every corner of the universe, or any corner of the world. That is both of their concepts simplified. Yes, 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 yes. We're cooking, we're cooking, we're cooking. However, if you translate the name Terminus, it means a railway stop, while the Trailblaze is always mirrored as a train. Yes. Oh, I think I see where we're going here, but let's keep going. The Trailblaze is the journey, and the Finality is the end of the journey, just like how the train comes to a stop at a railway stop. They mirror each other perfectly in a way that people, even Unova, said that they parallel each other so much that they may have other similar concepts. The main part of this theory is that we have one fact. Akavili is missing. So what if, and I mean if, Terminus is Akavili after they reached their end, after the train had stopped? What if at some point Akavili themselves, who started at the path of the Trailblaze, reached the end of their journey and their path lines started shifting into finality? Like I said at the start, this is mainly a crack theory since there isn't much evidence that supports this, besides them being parallel to each other. But I'll add a little part here. If Amphorius is truly a microcosm of the cosmos, then why is that when the world ends, the world bearing is the one that brings back that the world bearer is the one that brings it back, despite us shifting it to mirror the Trailblaze? Oh. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. Oh, wow. I like this. Nah, bro, he just reiterated your theory, Nova. I never said that the finality is the Trailblaze. I never said that. I said that the finality is trying to help the Trailblaze. Like, my theory is that when the world resets, the finality needs the Trailblaze to escape Fu Li's loop. Because the world is frozen in a loop due to Fu Li, just like Amphorius was. But the world bearer is the Trailblaze. And the finality's goal is to pretty much stop itself, technically. I don't think the finality wants the world to reach finality. It's weird. It's weird. That's what I personally think. This is saying that Akavili is Terminus. Which is interesting, even more so, because it says that the Stellaron Hunters, or the Finality Path, is the opposite of the Trailblaze in the database. Let me see if I can go find that. Let me see if I can go find that. Database. Let me see if I can find this. See if I can find this. Finality. Aha. Aha, ha, ha, ha. Right here. It says, the path is considered the antithesis of the Trailblaze. So, that's how you know, like, this is not my theory. I wouldn't have said this. Nova, there is more. Someone added more. Okay, okay. I'll look at it. But yeah, this is really interesting. This is really interesting. This this theory is basically saying this is wrong. It's not the antithesis, it's the same thing. So, that's why I say there's some cooking going on here. There's some cooking going on here. Oh, before I scroll, let me put this on the screen before I scroll. Let's see. Okay. Also, what made me think of this theory is the description of the trailblaze that Cyrene said. But I can't for the life of me remember or even find exactly where exactly she said it. I remembered! It was a half an hour later. Starseer IC, now known as Asat Pramod, which I'm mad about, first followed the Elation, then the Trailblaze. However, he did not follow the finality until Akavili disappeared. Yes. What if him following the finality was him following Akavili onto their new former path? Oh! Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Wow, guys. Guys, this is nuts. This is crazy. Oh, wow. Wow. If I see... so Asad Pramod never left Akavili. Oh. Asad Pramod never left Akavili. Guys, I don't want to play favorites, but I think this is my favorite so far. This is my favorite so far. This is so good. Someone said this is my... This is... I would have never thought of this. I would have never thought of this. Oh, wow. I love this. I love this. I love it. 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 I do. I do. I love it. Wow. Wow. Let me see. I want to be safe before I scroll. Wow, there's a lot of discussion going on here. There's a lot of discussion. Wow. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. Okay, that was cool. That was an experience. That was an experience. Let's go back to the wheel. Wow. Oh, dang it. It was Frey. Where are you? Okay. That was nuts. Should we make custom Discord role for Nova's favorite theory? You guys can if you want to. Oh, Lord, befuzzled again. How did you manage this, befuzzled? There are 43 other entries. Now I gotta look back at your theory. Befuzzled, how did you manage this? I just added you back. Per your request, because you said you had something else to say. Where are you? It's definitely something I reacted to already, so. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Edit. Okay. Side theory, there's a bigger scratch. This is a bigger. Oh, right. This was the Polka Kakamon theory, yes? Oh, no, this is a Stellaron theory. Oh, is it? Oh, you just added this. You just added this theory. Okay. Stellaron theory is totally different. Okay. This might be an already done theory, but what if Stellarons are like core flames from Amphorius? Ooh. And like how the Flame Chasers became Titans after getting the core flames and putting them in the Chalice thing. What was that? What was that called? I forgot what that was called. What if Stellarons are seeds of destruction because they can give birth to Aeons? The reason Selenova is spreading the Stellarons is to lure Sheepe, who loves assimilating Aeons into herself. Oh. So, if weak Aeons are born, Sheepe might want to absorb them. So Selenova has a chance to ambush them. Side theory. That's a bigger sketch. It's a bigger stretch. What if Himiko Nova is somehow connected to Selenova? Huh? It's because of Nova in the name? Huh? Edit. Expanding on my main theory, it feels like Stellarons amplify the Path's abilities in Pathstriders. So what if the Pathstrider becomes strong enough with a Stellaron to ascend into an Aeon of similar ideals to the main Aeon, which causes them to merge, which is what Selenova wants to then ambush the Aeons? Oh, the problem there would be that if Selenova feeds Aeons into Sheepe, that would literally just make Sheepe stronger. That's the problem with that. The problem with that is that Sheepe would just be, in an effort to bait in Sheepe, Selenova would just be making Sheepe stronger. That's the problem I'm seeing here. Sure, there would be weak Aeons, but they would still be Aeons, which is more for... It's for pretty much food for the Harmony. We don't want that. we don't want that. Also, it's like... Stellarons aren't necessarily seeds of destruction. They're pretty much seed of any path. I don't really have an explanation for what Selenova's doing with the Stellarons. Because we know that Selenova is following in the path of the Stellarons. Personally, I don't even think that Selenova is the one placing them. That's a theory. That's a theory. Let me look at the description of Selenova. Let me read the database real quick. Let me read Selenova. Ah, here we are. She is deemed the destroyer of the Harmony, leading the Antimatter Legion and commanding the Void Ranger starships in vast coordinated campaigns for eons. She has followed the path of the cancers of all worlds, spinning a web of death across the stars. Okay, so following in the path of the Stellarons. And then some say she came across some say she alone. Words, hard, read. Some say she alone among the Lord Ravagers knows the truth of the Stellarons, or worse, she's the one planting them. I don't know why that last part was so hard for me to read, but I do think Selenova knows the truth behind the Stellarons because she's a harmonic string, and the Harmony for some reason, and the Harmony and the Stellarons are apparently Sheepe's harmonic cancer, so I'm pretty sure she would know what the deal with the Stellarons is, just because of what she is, and the whole Harmony hive mind thing. I don't know if she's the one planting them, though. We don't know. Doesn't she create them? Don't do that to me, Adam. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, Adam. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today, Adam. We're not doing that. Oh, man, you've been here for a long time. You've been here for a long time if you remember that, Adam. Oh, boy. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. But moving on. Oh, dang it. Every time I click off to the side. Can't give Befuzzled a third turn. Alright, who's next? Novi's wife, Aha. Okay, so Novi's wife, Aha. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Aha, found it for you guys. Oh, this is a multiple person theory. Beto Caslana Broken Deliver. That's a Geo Pramod. Oh boy. Amphorius is almost the microcosm of HSR. Almost. Okay. Because they're not one-to-one copy of each other. That's true, they're not. Iron Tomb could be Terminus. Iron Tomb could be Terminus here. Iron Tomb... Oh, did I read the title yet? Amphorius might have revealed the whole plot of Honkai Star Rail. A theory. Okay. Iron Tomb could be Terminus here. Iron Tomb and the Cocoon of Finality have a similar mark on them. Color palette 2. In Amphorius, Iron Tomb had to be found, and in the HSR universe, Elio is a mystery who we might have to look for, according to the Stellaron Hunters anime. Okay. I'm waiting for that to come out, by the way. That'd be so hype. The Chrysos heirs are the Aeons and their paths, but not perfectly. Okay. Okay, for some reason I brain farted there when I read that. The way the Chrysos heirs paired up, like Ceridra and Hycelin's Order and Nihility, is quite interesting. Yes. Trailblaze is Finon, who probably might end up becoming Akavili. Uh-huh. Well, Finon was kind of destruction as well. Mr. Yang, Void Archives, and possibly HI3 Kiana are the ones from Beyond the Sky who could help break the loop. Okay, so they're taking on the deliverer role. I'm following. Elio could be Lygus. I agree. Lygus acts as a vessel of the prophecy. Like Elio is with the script, he serves the same role. Yes. I've said this before. Nanook could be the Flame Reaver. Ooh. Lord Ravagers could be copies of the Flame Reaver. Okay. How many times does the Flame Reaver split when we fight him? How many clones does the Flame Reaver make? Because if it somehow adds up to 7, I'm going to lose my mind. March could be Cyrene, who might end up as Fuli. I think so too. More points. The Deliverer always has a friend among the Remembrance, Akavili, and Dolly the Trailblazer, and March, Finon, Cyrene. Yes. In the end, someone else would become the Deliverer instead, while the other, would just bear the chaos and make a path for them. Huh? Let me read that again. In the end, someone else would become the Deliverer instead, while the other would just bear the chaos and make the path for themselves, or make the path for them. I don't know what that means. Cyrene is the mind, Genesis, the heart, in the metaphoric sense. That's not how you spell metaphoric. But the scepter... Is that how you spell metaphoric? That doesn't look right for some reason. But the scepter was whole. Cyrene is the mind, the heart in a metaphoric sense, but the scepter was whole. Okay. Cyrene was searching for the prime mover of life, and she got two answers: destruction and love. That's the conclusion of Amphorius and the prime mover of life. Most of this is just a theory I've already made. Not gonna lie. Most of this is just a theory I've already made. The spelling is correct? Okay. It looks weird for some reason. Metaphoric looks weird. It looks weird for me for some reason. You know when like you spell a word right and it just looks weird for some reason? I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. It's weird. Anyway. Not your problem, my problem. Yeah, most of this is my theory. Iron Tomb being Terminus, the finality being Lygus, the Chrysoceres being the past, but not exactly. Yeah. Trailblazer's Finon. Yeah, the Deliver is the Trailblazer. Lord Ravagers being copies of the Flame Reaver is really interesting. That is very interesting. March is Cyrene, I agree. And Trailblazers are often always paired up with a little remembrance partner, which is interesting as well. I didn't think about Akavili and Dolly, but that is true. Right after Akavili died, or I guess left, or ceased to be, Dolly crystallized. So, yeah. Food for thought, food for thought, food for thought. Thank you, Nuvi's wife Aha, for the theory. Let's spin again. Cyber Rabbit. Cyber Rabbit is next. Where are you, Cyber Rabbit? I don't remember putting your name in. Uh-oh. Cyber Rabbit. Cyber Rabbit. Where are... There you are. I'm getting faster, guys. I'm getting faster. Assad Pramod manipulated the Phantom Moon. I won't manipulate the Phantom Moon games. I believe that Assad Pramod used his power of manipulating probability to make the Phantom Moon announce the end of the game, since we know that Aha reserves the right to end them whenever he wants to. Stands to reason that Assad could do this too. I think it is a way for him to attempt to go after the Elation, since there would be one less planet that follows Elation, or at least not as much as it does currently. Reducing Aha's power, and could also be an attempt to kill whoever ascends, while they are doing so, since he would know where they are. Okay. Wait, so if Assad Pramod tracks the winner of the Phantom Moon games, that could be his way of finding Aha. Oh! Ew, that's icky. Oh, that's icky. That's real icky. Oh, no. I didn't think about it that way. Oh. Yeah, because you would then know where Aha is. If he can just track that one person that wins the Phantom Moon games, he would then know where Aha is. And the whole elusiveness of the Elation would be broken. Interesting. If this is the case, I think that he was using Full Wish to make Evanescia use her power, so that when he tried to end the game this way, she wouldn't be able to, or at least not while at full strength, since we know he's afraid of one Emanator. So why not try to take out another? Why not try to take another out of the equation? I agree. There has to be a reason why he wanted Evanescia out of the equation. And that does support your theory. Also, another funny detail that probably isn't relevant is the fact that the Phantom Moon had a face. Wait, the fact that the Phantom Moon has a face, and what does Assad Pramod leave as a mark on the planets that he destroys, or in this case manipulates on a moon, a face. But also, Hoyo doesn't But also, Hoyo does not do things for no reason, though, so I don't know. I don't think Asad Pramod would... I think if Asad Pramod were to put a smiley face on the moon, it would be, like, carved into the moon. It wouldn't be, like, giving the moon a face, you know? Like that can emote and stuff. It would be like a scar. Oh, I love that drop so much. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. It's I like the idea of Asat Pramod having someone win the Phantasmo games and tracking them in an attempt to find Aha. That's cool. That's cool. Because you don't really know where Aha is. Aha could be anywhere, any place, all the time, you know? I don't think Asat Pramod can track Aha, do that, because Aha always can pull an Emanator for 1 minute stuff. And the winner is Aha, so Aha doesn't exist for a minute. Well, I mean, there was a time that... Well, no, because it says that at some point... Well, it depends on what the person wishes for. It depends on what the person wishes for. Because there was one person that wanted Aha to manifest in their full form, right? I don't know if this happens for every single supplicant that wins, but it is an aspect that Aha is present before the winner of the games. I think that's the case. I think that's the case. I think that's the case. I'm not sure. Or is Asat trying to bait Aha to sacrifice themselves, defying its own path of copium? I think... I mean, maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Eva will come back soon, trust. The fact that Asat is tracking the winner so that they can find Aha is cool and freaky. I know. I like that. I like that concept. That concept's really cool. Heard a pod. Thank you, Cyber Rabbit, for your theory. Remove your name and spin again. We've already gone through 10, chat. We've already gone through 10. I've got an hour left, so see how many we can get through. Shadow King 15. Shadow King 15. Oh, you're at the top here. I see you right here. Cool. Nice and easy, just the way I like it. Okay. The parallels between the Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters. There are many. Let's see what we go into here. I don't know if people know this, but there is some kind of parallel between the two factions. Yes. Sorry, excuse me. Two of them are obvious, like Kafka and Himiko being the mother figures of the factions. We just had someone talking about this earlier on in the chat. Blade and Dan Heng being the overprotective big brothers who were banished from the Shenzhou. But the real kicker are these two, Firefly and March and Silverwolf and Welt. It sounds crazy, but hear me out. Okay, so you're solving my problem from earlier. March and Firefly are both cheerful girls who seem to be around the Trailblazer the most out of anyone from both factions. Anyone from both factions, yes. Also, both factions found them floating in space while in some sort of suspended animation. That's true. We saw that with Firefly. March being encased in her 6-phase ice and Firefly being in some sort of coma after surviving a planet being destroyed. Wild. Yeah, I don't know how Firefly managed to survive that, but yeah, we're gonna believe that she did. But not as wild as this one. Welt and Silverwolf may not seem to have a parallel, but once you realize it, you can't unsee it. Give it to me, let me see. Not only do they both have powers on par with high tier emanators or low tier aeons. Silverwolf, with her cartridge, and Welt being the Harsher of Reason, even how their life has been is somewhat similar. Welt abandoned his real name because he felt like it didn't matter, and Silverwolf, being an illegal orphan, never mattered to anyone to an extent where no one even named her. Oh god, that's true. She doesn't even have a name. Oh god. Oh god, I didn't even think about that. That is so sad. She doesn't have a name. She had to name herself. God, that's so sad. They just called her Silverwolf on Punk Lord because that's what she called herself after her first kill, being a wolf. And even worse, despite her having all that power, they can't seem to save or protect the people they care about the most, like Welt not being able to save Himiko, not once but twice now, yep. And Silverwolf, she couldn't protect Blade from what was going on in the Veracity's maw. Oh! We're cooking! We're cooking! We're cooking! Yes, we knew Blade would survive, but she didn't. She was constantly trying to either protest against it or trying to find loopholes so she wouldn't lose him. Welt lost someone he saw as family and doesn't want to see that, or doesn't want to feel that pain again. And Silverwolf never had one, but she would do anything to make sure her friends and her family will be safe, even if it means becoming the shadow of the Dark Zone again. Wild. Oh! I love it. I love it. I love every word of this. I don't know. Phrase theory and this one are going toe to toe here. Oh, they're both so good. Oh, they're both so good. That's so crazy. It's literally a continuation. Because I was like, is Firefly? I was like, which one is Firefly? Which one is Silver? That literally, I wonder, like, was Shadow King just tweaking out as, like, just hoping that they were going to get selected when we were having that discussion back then? Oh, man, and it's all come full circle now. I love it. Oh, wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love this. I will never be able to unsee this now. I will never be able to unsee this now. Firefly and March both being found out in space and always being next to the Trailblazer. That's so true. That's so true. Even the fact that, like, they've both been through horrible trauma that they kind of like dissociate from a little bit, because Firefly doesn't want to be a soldier that's born to die anymore, right? That's her trauma. And then we have March and Evernight being March's dissociation from herself, being traumatized as a pure child of Inocerva by the Memo Keepers, as we saw in her Myriad Celestia. Oh boy, wow. Oh my god, I want to make a video about this now. Oh wow, I want to make a video about this now. Oh, oh, that's awesome. I knew there was some parallel in there. Between these two, but I couldn't figure out what it was, and you figured it out for me. That is awesome. Oh, I love it. 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 I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good. I didn't even think about Silverwolf didn't have a name because she was an orphan. No one named her. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, my poor Wolfie. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Shadow King. Shadow King. Chef over here. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, Aha the Elation. I saw you in chat earlier today. You still here, Aha? Nova, me and Shadow's theories are actually practically considered one, as they tied to each other and Frey. They might, actually. They actually might. Wait. Maybe. 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 Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait. So who's next? Who's next? Aha, the elation. Aha, the elation. Aha, the elation. Where are you? That would be connecting the two. It would. Wow. I'm having trouble there you are. There we go. Swap scenes. Trailblazer might ascend to Aeonhood as Aha. Okay. Very fitting theory for Aha the Elation here. As the Aha of the server, I have a compelling theory that the Trailblazer could very much ascend, maybe not at the end of Planar Arcadia, but sometime in the future. 1. Aha said they'd make the winner of the Phantasy Moon Games become the true Aha, so that there are two possibilities. Either Aha finds a loophole and they say that Aeon, stay the Aeon as always. Excuse me. Or the Trailblazer could ascend by winning thanks to their rising popularity everywhere they go. But we need to think further at But we need to think further at why would the Trailblazer ascend into Aha and not another Aeon Akavili? It would make sense to ascend into Aha and not Akavili because the Trailblazer isn't the most perfect embodiment of the Trailblaze. Himeko is. According to Assad Pramod, that is true. She is the one that saved the Express and who literally exists due to her will of trailblazing. Since she is an Imaginee, that is quite possible. The Trailblazer just hopped on the Express because they were right here at the same time at the right moment at the right time. Shout out to the Stellar Run Hunters for that, yes. Personality-wise, the Trailblazer is often not serious, joking, likes to have fun, etc. And since Akavili and Aha are very much related, why did I say similar? Besties, or at least close friends, maybe the Trailblazer could become Aha and Himeko becomes Akavili. Even though I have no proof for Himeko, but it would be nice, I'm not gonna lie. With that out of the way, let's explain why should the Trailblazer ascend in the first place. Okay. We're cooking so far. We practically know that the Trailblazer is going to ascend into Aeonhood in the far future no matter what, because Kafka said in the battle against Nanook would be of Aeonic proportions, and the Trailblazer is the perfect candidate. No memory, a Stellaron that aligns to most paths in a faction, with the missing Aeon, and also the Stellaron Hunters pulling the strings behind the scenes. In addition, Kafka said there are 4 paths going to bring about finality of the universe. In addition, Kafka said there are 4 paths going to bring the finality of the universe, and the 4th path is hidden, which could imply the new path hasn't ascended yet. That's true. But so in the end, Trailblazer might ascend into Aha, or a mix between Aha and Akavili, or at least an Aeon in my opinion. Emojis. The Aeon of Trash! The Aeon of Trash! That tickled me for some reason. That really tickled me for some reason. Let me keep it together. I like the idea. You convinced me with the bit of Himeko being the perfect embodiment of the Trailblaze, and saying that Himeko could ascend into the new Akavili. That's interesting. That is interesting. That got me. That is really interesting. I like this concept. That is really interesting. I can neither confirm nor deny, but this is backed up. There is evidence to support this. There is, in fact, evidence to support this theory. Very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Aha the Elation, for your contribution. Let's spin again. The trash god. The Aeon of Trash. Oh, Mingyue. I remember you. I remember you. But I don't remember where you were. Let's see here. There you are. There you are. It's always a dopamine rush hitting and finding the person. Yaosha's benevolence is a lie. Oh. Oh. Tell me why, Mingyue. Tell me why. We all know the abundance causes tremendous turmoil across the universe. It makes sense when you have immortal, sometimes unkillable monsters ravaging planets. And most people brush off Yaosha's role in all of this simply being benevolent. They're a little baby who doesn't know any better but grants his wishes. But I say, bull! That was way too loud, sorry. That came out way too loud, sorry. Yaosha has said, and I quote, birth, old age, sickness, and suffering all end in death. The suffering of the living is found in its limitations. The suffering of the old is about the certainty of its arrival. The suffering of the sick is about the approach of death. Therefore, birth, old age, and sickness and sufferings are all forms of death. Death, therefore, is the root of all its sufferings, or all sufferings. I hope you find it agreeable that the Mara checks off Yaosha's boxes. Suffering in the limitation. Wait. Suffering in the limitation of the Mara being incurable. Suffering in the certainty. Excuse me. Suffering in the certainty you will be Mara-struck, go insane, and then either have to be killed or sent to be imprisoned for eternity. Suffering in the slow approach of the Mara, which can suddenly strike at any point. And if Yaosha truly believes suffering and death to be one and the same, they should hate the Mara. Just as much as people cursed with it. Just as much as people cursed with it. It checks all the boxes, so they're lying. I also believe looking at emanators helps you better understand the Aeon when I look at Shuhu. I see nothing but stories of torture, murder, and plenty of suffering caused by them, their followers, their planet. By all rights, Shuhu's planet shouldn't have been allowed to kill an entire flagship of people if Yaosha truly hated death as much as they claimed. Oh, if this were Borisin, you could say Yaosha can control what their people do with their power, but they can absolutely control what Shuhu does. But they absolutely can control what Shuhu does. I believe Yaosha loves the chaos their path causes. When people defend their sinister path and actions with benevolence, they probably smiled. Ooh. Oh. 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 I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. Yaosha's low-key evil. Yaosha's benevolence is a lie. It's just sadism, is what you're saying then. Yaosha's benevolence is sadism. They enjoy watching people suffer, so they force life onto the dying. Ooh, that's so evil. Oh, it's so evil. They enjoy the struggle. Oh, that's so mean. But it's so it aligns with so much of what the Abundance followers do. Because I didn't expect Shuhu to be so content in torturing Blade. I didn't expect that. I expected Shuhu to be like, I don't want any more suffering. Because Yaosha quote-unquote doesn't want suffering. But Yaoshi actively causes suffering, and if Shuhu wants to cause suffering too, yes. Okay, so Emanators generally do have free will. They can do whatever they want with their power, just like the Borson can. So it might be Shuhu that's just evil. Because Evanescence is nothing like that. It could come down to Shuhu just being evil. Like, it's just Shuhu being sadistic. Because Evanescence is another emanator of abundance, and she doesn't seem to really have a mean bone in her body. Sure, she fought with the Shanzhou, but honestly, we can't just trust that the Shanzhou aren't, like, antagonistic towards all abundance and probably didn't give her a chance to explain herself or her reasons behind what she does. So it is very possible that Evanescence is just a more pure version of what Yasha's quote-unquote benevolence is, and Shuhu is like the evil side, right? It could be either one. There's more. Okay. Let me see. I'd also like to add Evanescence. Oh, okay. Before mellowing out on plain Arcadia, was also on a warpath. Not necessarily. At one point, they tried to destroy the Shanzhou, which is why Marshal Hua had to step in and stop them. We don't know the details of that. Excuse me. I just can't help but notice how Abundance Emanators are all so violent. She was a sword dancer that was unmatched in combat. That is true. She was violent. I can't agree with that. She didn't even have a reason behind it being forbidden. Wait. She didn't even have a reason behind it being forbidden territory. What is that referencing? The original Evanescence was a war criminal at some point, I think. Only when she was trapped by Aha did she change to a more accurate split. Was she? It is said she was a very strong fighter. I mean, the Elixir Seekers aren't evil though. They just look for Yaoshi, as far as I know. Beyond. I know. I just have yet to see this confirmation. I'll easily change my mind once I see the confirmation that Evanescence was a straight up, like, just a monster, right? I don't know if she was or not. And also, it's like, just because she attacked the Shanzhou, there are a lot of reasons to attack the Shanzhou. There are a lot of reasons to hate the Shanzhou. I was running out of space, but I couldn't include this initially, but I personally think if I was squished into a ball and melted into other people, I would cause at least a little suffering. Yeah, like, I would absolutely despise the Shanzhou if I was Shuhu. I mean, but also Shuhu did do that to people too. The Emanator of Abundance, who resurrected time and time again. The monster who turned plants into living beings and merged billions of people into flesh spheres. Yeah. And now Shuhu got it back. Shuhu got it right back too. I don't know. The war between Abundance and Hunt, like, there's no good side. Incentive is the root of all evil. If the Mara was Ho-Oh's doing... Oh, that's a different thing. Oh, no, we're going into Ho-Oh. That's something different. I could agree with this. It all hinges on if Evanescence was actually evil. I don't know that for sure. I could be missing something. Evanescence said the real her is terrifying. Yeah, that doesn't mean she's evil. There are a lot of terrifying people, like Acheron's terrifying, right? Go to the bottom. Mingya gives evidence. Let me see. Aha. Okay. Memories of life and death stirred her awake once more. Driven by unmatched pride, she charged thoughtlessly into the forbidden territory of the Alliance fleet. Only afterward did she consider how effortlessly the opponent in front of her could parry her sword. Like dry leaves faced with encroaching wildfire, she too was at a loss in front of this blaze. That's Fuhua glaze. We're glazing Fuhua. We're glazing the blazing phoenix. I mean, that does... This does say that she's the aggressor. Driven by unmatched pride. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I got a point. You're just cooking here. I cannot refute this. I cannot refute this theory. Yasha's benevolence is most likely a lie. Yasha is most likely a very sadistic Aeon. Scroll down. I did. Huh. I don't want Yasha to be evil, but I can't refute it. I can't refute it. I don't want this to be true. I want Yasha to be innocent, but I can't refute it. I cannot refute this. I cannot refute this. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I like this. Very, very nice. Let's move on. We haven't had hardly any Enigmata so far. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great so far. I am impressed. Zyron Ash. I believe you're at the top, right? Like you're at the top somewhere? I remember your theory. Yes. 38 minutes ago. There's no way. You must have submitted a second theory. Whatever. I'll read this one. Whatever. I'm reading this one now. Is that Jing Liu's theme? Oh, it's Acheron's theme. It's Acheron's theme. Yenqing is connected to the Remembrance. Oh boy, we're in crack territory. We are in hardcore crack territory with this one. Oh no. Oh boy, okay. This has been a 1.0 theory of mine, because we have no idea where he is from in his character story. All we know is that he appeared with Jing Yuan after the expedition battle. Well, we know he's a Shenzhou native. We know he's a Shenzhou native by species. His ability to control swords is an ability that the Shenzhou natives have in their biology. Something about their spinal meridians, I believe. I'll show you guys in a hot second. If you can see, his ice looks similar to March 7th's ice. And in the cutscene where with Jing Liu, you can see a flash of pink over his eyes, like March 7th's, like March's 6th phase ice. You say March 7th ice, and then you say March 6th phased ice. I see what you mean, but it's confusing me. I know what you mean though. And later on in Hule fight, and later on in the Hule fight, he was able to do it. Jing Liu's exact move, which he never saw her do. Well, he did. He did. He never saw her do that exact same move, but he knew the ice thing because she trained him. In his quest, he trained with her. And he had to, like, block it. He had to, like, block her move. She did a move and he had to block it. He is very strong with his ability to control ice. But I think as he grows more, he is losing touch with the 6th phase ice as he barely uses it. Or he losing connection, or in the Hule fight, his ice was normal due to him mimicking Jing Liu. That caused his ice... that caused his ice mimics that of hers like a reflection? Is a crack theory that's been sitting in my head. I do see the pink. I do see the pink. There is a pink reflection in his eyes. Right, this was him countering her move. This was him countering her move. Sorry I posted too late. I had to study. No time to post. Well, we're here now. While looking through, there was no mention where he came from. It shows that he's a natural talent for picking it up, having 6 flying swords at the same time. Reminds me of March's proficiency. Sorry I can't spell. Oh, you're fine. In dream weaving, both needing practice. In many Chinese dramas, there are people riding on swords through cultivations, which connects to Fu Li's Bodhisattva. Fu Li as a Bodhisattva. Sorry, I hate English. Don't we all? On a side note, they don't even know Yanqing's species, yet he is able... Don't we? Let me see. Is Yanqing not a Xianzhou native? Does it not say he's a Xianzhou native in his lore? Am I just assuming? Let me see. Rarity, combat path, hunt, worlds, message, how to obtain. It doesn't say a species. Okay. I could have sworn he was a Xianzhou native. Maybe he's not. That's weird. Let me see Yun Li. What about Yun Li? Is Yun Li's species mentioned? Species Xianzhou native. Okay, so we know she is. But we don't have one for Yanqing? We don't have one for Yanqing. How odd. Check the screenshots. I did. I said there the pink is there. The pink is there. It makes sense. The thing, though, is... some sources say that the inner chi cultivation requires meridian circuits as a core S. The spinal meridians can be used to control flying swords using chi. According to the unnamed Heliobus, activating a person's core meridians will allow them to attain a century's worth of martial arts effort in no time. Under duress, Jingliu felt something surge and churn in her core S. And when she felt like her core S was boiling, she conjured a sword made of ice. After Jingliu was Marish-struck, Bailu felt a dark current running and pulsating between Jingliu's... What? Oh, my bad. Between Jingliu's core S and in her veins. See, though, like that's what I says. Like, it's a Xianzhou native ability, which is why I assume that. I didn't think it was. Oh, jeez, we're off. My bad. Sorry. Jingliu, give your son a DNA test right now. There was a reason Jingliu had a interest in Yanqing back then. It could be because of the whole Core S situation, which is just their Xianzhou native biology. Or he could be a remembrance person. He could. He can't be a pure child of an astronaut because he doesn't have pink hair. It's something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. It is to be told that he picks everything up fast. Didn't March pick up sword training really fast on the Law of Fu? That's true. Chi is a common thing in Buddhism and cultivations, as I said. This is a reach, but in chapter 3 story talking about swords using chi. Yeah, like, is that just a Shanzhou native thing or is it a remembrance thing? That's the question. Like I said, it's a crack theory. I have better ones. There's a small one I could dish out with goodish evidence. It's a good theory. It is a good theory. The support is there. The pink and around his eye, and the pink on his swords, and the pink when denoting his ice, in contrary to Jing Liu's. It's a good theory. I like it. It is a good theory. Huh. This is really held up by his species not being mentioned. That's really doing it. That's carrying a heavy load in this theory. But hey, until it's confirmed, we don't know. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. There we go. Let's go. Spin again. A game theory. Thanks for watching. EVU 41. Aha is inside. Okay. I remember this one. Where are you? 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 EVU. There you are. There you are. Whoa, what is this? Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. What if Aha is inside of us right now? Don't take it out of context. Vine boom. Boosh. When we get swallowed by the Phantom Moon back in 4.2, we never knew our deal. Back when we got our first makeshift mask, we almost sold our soul to Sparksy. Imagine what we gave to get our full mask. The interesting thing is, with both Aha's desperation for Akavili and the fact that we never had anything weird or unhinged like our normal chapters, makes me think that Aha's plan for killing Asat Pramat is to take control of us. There is like 5 small things that also prove it, such as Nihilux is also being controlled by Aha, but who knows? Oh, there's a lot more. What is even funnier is that the Trailblazer, the vessel of the Stellaron, and the the inheritor of Akavili's trail, willingly signing over their autonomy just to survive a cosmic threat. I don't know if we sold our soul to Aha. I don't know if we did that. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I think the remembrance can take the form of any species, so when Yan Qing was found, he would pick up the long life species body type from Jingyuan. I don't know. We know from the simulated universe lore that Aha climbed the star rail, blew up half the express, spent time disguised as a nameless just just to be close to Akavili. Aha's relationship with Akavili is a mix of profound fixation and desire to see the unlimited trail end in a spectacular joke. That's an summation. We don't know that. We don't know that. If Azad Pramad is the target, Aha cannot directly intervene without triggering a cosmic war with other Aeons. That's not true either. That's not true either. That's an enigmata. That is an enigmata. That is an enigmata. Because we know for a fact that Nanook has killed an emanator of the Harmony, and that did not trigger an Aeon War. So if Aha were to just say, I think it's funny, I'm going to kill Asad Pramad now, they could. And it wouldn't trigger a war. Saying that an Aeon kills an emanator does not mean that it's going to trigger a war. Let's move on. By taking control of us, the literal reincarnation or successor of Akavili's legacy, we don't know that for sure, Aha gets to pilot their favorite old friend or rival to deliver the killing blow to Asat Pramad. This turns the entire crisis into a twisted stage play where Aha is the director and we are a puppet wearing the mask of the Trailblazer. Oh, okay. That is in line with what Aha does. I do believe they are the puppet master. And there is a lot of puppet imagery with Aha and the Fools and Elation and Sparkle and stuff. Here's some reasons I said earlier. In recent cutscenes involving the Phantasy Moon Aftermath, notice how the lighting or camera angles constantly obscure the Trailblazer's eyes or upper face, invoking imagery of a permanent invisible mask. Pay attention to the background audio during the main narrative moments in the story and even plain Arcadia. There have been faint layered tracks of distorted laughter that aren't attributed to any character on screen. I mean, that could just be elation, like, or just being in the tavern. Like, you can always hear laughter in the tavern, no matter where you go. There's always like some underlying laughter in there. Sparkle and Sampo and other masked fools usually operate on pure whim. If they are suddenly acting with rigid coordination regarding the Trailblazer's fate, it is because the tavern received a direct order from the Joyous One. Do the fools take orders from Aha? The one that they banned from the tavern? I don't think Aha orders around their fools. I don't think Aha does that. We'll see. The Stellaron inside of us has been eerily quiet. I mean, it's been quiet for a while. If Aha is taking control, the chaotic energy of elation might be actively suppressing the Stellaron's regular resonance, treating our body as a clean slate for Aha's avatar. I mean, we're assuming a lot here. We are assuming a lot here. We're assuming that Aha possesses people instead of just manifesting themselves in a body just to trick people. We're assuming that Aha needs to do that or wants to do that. We're assuming that the fools are working in a coordinated manner, which they never do. They almost never do. Yeah, this is we're assuming a lot here. We're assuming a lot here. We're assuming a lot here. I'll keep this in mind though. Like, this is one of those theories that it's not unfounded to believe that Aha is controlling the Trailblazer. I have heard this theory before. Like, it was suggested that by Evanesia here. I think it is a cat in a blue hat theory. I think I saw a thumbnail of that. That Aha is a Trailblazer. I believe that Cat in a Blue Hat had something similar. I don't believe that you copied off of them or anything, but I think you guys are thinking in a similar way here. Why is there a picture of LeBron being chased by, what is that, Ja Morant with a rocket launcher? What is this picture? I'm tired of ignoring this picture. I'm tired of ignoring the elephant. What is happening here? What, what is that? But anyway. Oh, dang it, I did it again. It was Evie. Aha is inside, yes. Let's spin again. This is real basketball. Emanator of Eurobeat Elation. I always like that username. That's a cool username. Eurobeat. Emanator of Eurobeat Elation. What do we have here? This is going to be one of our last theories here, because I only have, what, 15 minutes left? 14 minutes? Here we go. Honkai is the origin of all paths. Honkai. I already like where this is going. I already like where this is going. Oh boy. And it starts with "Let me explain." I'm loving this. I'm already so biased towards this. I'm already so biased towards this. Okay, so let me explain. With new knowledge, with new knowledge coming from Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2, we know that the cocoon does not care about time in existence, and time in essence, and time. Does not care about time in essence. We also know that the cocoon has a will of its own. Excuse me. We know for a fact that the Honkai is imaginary energy, Hersher being said to have an imaginary pool of Honkai energy. Okay. We also know that Honkai seems to be omnipresent in the imaginary tree, and we also know that Honkai can influence the imaginary tree, with Otto being able to create new possibilities where Callan didn't die. Yes, we saw that in The Spoke Apocalypse. Since the cocoon has a primary need to construct... what am I reading? Since the cocoon has a primary need to connect with humanity, the fact that Kiana is the goddess of Honkai should be viewed as the result to send to the past. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Oh boy. Since the cocoon has a... I guess I'm pretty sure it has. Since the cocoon has a primary need to connect with humanity, the fact that Kiana is the goddess of Honkai should be viewed as the result to send to the past so that other humans can connect with the Honkai. But what happened what happened, the Honkai was transformed, carving path in a tree, in the tree created Aeon instead. I'm lost. I'm lost. But what happened? But what happened? The Honkai was transformed, carving a path in the tree, and created Aeons instead. Also, to add on, Honkai Star Rail is not a parallel universe. Sparkle, Sampo, Vita, Void Archives, and Welt, and a Memo Keeper are all proof of it. I mean, wouldn't that mean that it is a parallel universe? Since they did come from, or came to, Honkai Impact, yeah. Sparkle invited Vita to join the Fools. We faced Sampo, Welt, you know. The Memo Keeper tried to take Kiana's memories, compared her to an Emanator. Could also add that the Sky People, remnant of Venus civilization, targeted Himiko, and they feed themselves on Honkai energy, as Void Archive said during part 1 of APHO. To end it, Naralab and now Coralie are scions of the permanence, past riders of permanence. In story, that is all from me. Say anything else? Okay. Oh, I got lost in the middle there. I got lost here. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking that all of the worlds on the imaginary tree are parallel universes where like different things happen, but they all run parallel to each other, which is why they can go from place to place. I don't know. I mean, they can't be totally different, right? They can't be totally different worlds because we know the XBs exist. So they have to be in some way parallel. So maybe they're not entirely parallel, just like kind of parallel. Like they're kind of running in generally the same direction. Because we have Bronya, we have a Himiko, we have a Sela. They're just not like they normally are. What's outside of the imaginary tree? The Sea of Quanta. And then we have the Void. We have the Sea of Quanta and the Void. Oh boy. I don't know what to think about this. I do not know what to think about this. Oh man. I wish I could understand this part though. Since the Cocoon have a primary need to connect with humanity, the fact that Kiana is the goddess of Honkai, the Herrscher finality, yes, should be viewed as the result to send to the past so that the other humans can connect with the Honkai. How is Kiana sent into the past? Is that something I don't know about? Is that something that happens in Honkai Impact 3rd? Does Kiana time travel? Is that something that happens? But what happened is that the Honkai was transformed, carving paths into the tree. It is possible that the Honkai is the paths, is path energy. I do agree. I would agree that the Honkai is path energy in Honkai Star Rail. Ugh. She has time abilities due to her finality connection. That is true. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'll try to explain better. Imagine the Cocoon doing experiment to connect with humanity. Okay. How many have I gotten through so far? I've only gotten through, what, 17? Are you still typing? I'm trying to figure out if you're done or not. I'm trying to figure out if you're done or not. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? Yeah, it's down here. Kiana is the proof that it can be done, which makes her the result of the experiment. Okay. I think there is something here that can be investigated indeed. Geo, your profile picture's sending me. Since the Cocoon ignores time, Kiana and it became, in a sense, the blueprint on how to make humanity connect with the Honkai. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can agree with this. Aeon of Fries is such a goated name. Since the Cocoon ignores time, Kiana can be a sense the blueprint on how to make humanity connect with the Honkai. Say one more thing and then I'll have to move on because I only have like 6 minutes, and I want to read our. I'm gonna have one last theory I want to do before I sign off for the day. But when it tried through the imaginary tree, it created, instead of a blueprint on how to carve, a path into the tree. What? But it tried through the imaginary tree. Oh, but when it tried through the imaginary tree, it created the paths instead. I guess is what you're saying. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, you've made your point. I get it. I get it. Now, with our limited time, we have one more theory we can go over. Euro beat elation. One last theory, one last spin of the wheel. Geo added to the Termin Saakaville theory, but you missed it. Goofy Boss will be the last of today's session here. Goofy. Where is you? There you are. Crack theory. Oh, this is a short one. I brought this up a while ago, but I think it's still a fun one to put out. Still a fun one to put out there. Himiko, both OG and Imagine, have golden blood. Explain? Why would she have golden blood? Like Nanook's blood? Because she's part Void Ranger? Huh. Maybe tomorrow? Next week. Probably, most likely next week. If she is part Void Ranger, it would make sense that she has golden blood. Which she is because of Graphia. Graphia 100% would have golden blood. That makes sense. That would make complete sense. Yeah. I mean, it sounds crazy. I don't think Imagine can bleed, though. Okay. We had a time, guys. We had a time. This was nuts. I had a lot of fun, though. Did you guys have fun? I had a lot of fun. Wow, we had a lot of great theories. Mingyu and Frey really brought the house down. Wow. Oh, wow. Incredible work, guys. You guys have done some crazy good theories. Really lived up to the hype. This has been the 69,000 subscriber special. Oh boy. This was a lot. This was a lot. Oh wow. Well, I think that's where we end off here. We will be doing this again, 100%. Yeah, awesome theories. I have to go write a script for Friday's video. Don't know what that's going to be on, but I'll think of something. I have some ideas. I just got to do some research. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the memberships. Thank you for all the memberships. Thank you for being here. And I will see you guys in my next video, my next short, next stream. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, peace.